Hello boys and girls, it's your boy Mark. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to install a solar panel on your existing camera battery operated Ring device. Now if you want to learn how to install one of these, I'll have the link below, as well as in that video you will see how to extend your solar panel with your Ring camera device. As you can see there, the factory wire that comes with the solar panel is too short. I believe it's about 12 feet in total, and as you're looking right there, that's about 22 feet in total. So I had to modify and splice some SVT wire to make that solar panel connect to the camera and that long length. So if you want to learn something like that, please watch the video below. But in this video, I'm going to go ahead and install a solar panel on the right side of my shed. The reason why is because you can see here the camera is located there, but there it casts a shadow, and I want to keep it on the right side because the sun's always beaming on that side, so I'll always know that camera is always fully powered. So I'm gonna get a ladder, get up there, and install the solar panel. Now the wiring I'm gonna use is the solar panel factory wire from the Ring device, which is a total of 12 feet, but my shed is 16 feet, so I had to get an extension cable. I had the link below. I purchased it on Amazon. I believe I paid about $12 to $15, or maybe just a little bit more. It's not that expensive, but I had to do it just to connect it with that. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to install the solar panel, as well as making a hole, cut the wire when you feed the wire through the hole, and then I'm just going to have it hanging. As you can already see, the 4 screws from the camera, I'm gonna make a hole on the right side, just so it's not as visible on the left side from the yard. I'm gonna make a hole on the right side, and I'm gonna feed the wire all the way on top through there. So a total of 16 feet. So what I purchased, you can see the solar panel, it already comes with a 12-foot cable, and then I had to purchase an 8-foot cable. I got, again, like I said, I got this on Amazon. I think I paid 15 bucks or so, but either way, let's get started. All right, so the drill bit that we'll be using is the 3x16 right here. It's the perfect length and size for the wire that we are going to cut through. So now I'm going to place a hole, and I'm figuring out which is the best location to do so. And I believe the best location to make a hole would be right in the center between this screw and that screw right there. Right in the center, right here. Reason being is because when I look behind the camera, the cable's right here. So I can connect it here and feed the wire just through here. There won't be any wires around. So let me go ahead and do that now. All right, in order to drill that hole in the center by this location on the wall, make sure you remove your camera to give you some space. And as you do so, don't forget to take out the battery and charge it for like half an hour to an hour, just so that when you connect it to the wire and solar panel, it's good and charged. Not fully charged, but that's okay. The solar panel will do its work. Once you make that hole onto your shed or to your location for that wire, now you're going to cut this side. Now this is the aftermarket wire. This is the extension cable. This is the one that I purchased on Amazon. I have not cut the one on the solar panel, not yet. Right now we're just going to go through the aftermarket cable. This side, as you can see, there are 2 separate sides, 2 different sides. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this side. I would say give it about 2 feet and then cut it, and don't worry about it. It looks scary when you cut a wire, that's fine. As long as nothing's connected, you're fine. We're just gonna cut it about 2 feet, and then we're gonna feed that through the hole that we made through the shed. Go ahead and feed that wire in, all the way in. Now once you're done, everything is done, everything's working, you're checking, you're seeing the solar panels working and all, I'd advise to go ahead and get some all-weather silicone and just fill this in, just in case moisture, when it rains, no water goes in through your shed or to your home. So that'll be the last step. Okay, I believe this is a good amount of space. Now let's go ahead and put the camera, but don't put the battery in yet because you're charging it. All right, so now on this step, once you have the wire inside, you're gonna go ahead and take the tool that comes with your solar panel, and then you're gonna loosen this so you can feed the camera back in there. Once it's in there and you've confirmed that this is tight, then you're gonna go ahead and plug this inside your camera device. All right, so now once you confirm it's tight here, this won't fall, let's go ahead and plug this in. Do I have a good camera angle? This is the best I can do. Just feed that in right there. Now there's screws here, but the reason why my screws won't go in there is because the way this is mounted, this bracket right here, because I have it flipped over so this can fit properly to this mount here. Because so normally this is supposed to be on top, but I have it down here. So that's fine. This will still work. Just plug it in and you're good. Now let's just adjust this. I want to place it here and I want this all the way in. I don't want this to stick. There you go. Now it looks perfect. Like I said, just give it about half an hour to an hour so you can charge the battery, and once good hours come by, you're gonna go ahead and put it back in, and then you're good on this side. So once the wire is inside, we're gonna go ahead and take that wire back. We're going to trim a little bit of it just so we can have some exposing wire, the positive and negative, and we're going to splice it back to the original cable. So let's do that now. That is what it should look like. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing, what we did with the white wire, but we're gonna do it again with the black wire and the red wire. Just make sure you know which is the red and which is the black so you can do the same thing to the original wire. All right, so once you finish cutting up the wires, we're gonna splice them together. We're gonna connect red and red together, and then we're gonna connect black and black together. This is spliced together and they're taped together. Not my best work, but it's okay. It will do. All right, so once you're done splicing and taping the wire back together, I'm gonna take a 1/16 drill bit, and I'm gonna go to every other beam and install a J-hook just so I can feed the wire, have it hanging so there's nothing really hanging much until I reach the other side. All right, boys and girls, don't do what I'm doing. I had to place some stones just to level it out so I can get up there. Yep, this is why the women last longer than the men. Because men are stupid. All right, so let's go ahead and find a perfect location for your solar panel. On my shed, this is the perfect side. This is the right side of my shed. This is where it collects more sun. So it's all up to you where you see that your shed or your home or your barn gets most sun, and that's where you should put your solar panel. So let's go ahead and start putting in this white bracket. All right, so I went ahead and marked right here and here. I believe this is the best location. So let me go ahead and make a few holes. All right, you're probably wondering what drill bit I used to make these 2 holes. I used a 3x32, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put in the bracket with the screws that I got with the solar panel. All right, now right before you put in the solar panel, make sure you're gonna have to put a hole and then cut the wire so you can feed it through that hole. And then you're gonna go inside your shed and splice it all together. So let's do that now. All right, so we're almost done here. What we're gonna do is we're going to give it about a foot or so, and we're gonna go just measure it a good to 2 feet, and then you're gonna cut the wire, and then you're gonna go to your bracket that you already installed, and you're gonna make a hole on top of the bracket and feed the wire through there, and then you're done on this side. And then you're pretty much gonna go inside your shed and you're gonna splice the wires together. All right, so now I'm just gonna cut the wire right around, you know what, right here. Right, so that is what it should look like. Now I'm pretty much done here, but what I cannot forget to do is make sure you get silicone and cover that hole so no moisture, no water goes in there. And then you're pretty much done. Now go inside and splice the wires together. so once you feed the wire from the solar panel, you're going to go ahead and get the end, and you're going to splice this wire with the other end of this wire, the one that came with the solar panel. So we have a blue cable and a red cable. So let's go ahead and splice this one, and have the red connect with red and blue connect with blue. Now let's go ahead and tape them together. And now look at this work of art. Yep, and that's how babies are made. No, I'm kidding. Once you're done with taping this up, now let's go ahead. It's up to you. Again, optional. I'm gonna go ahead and put a J hook here. I'm gonna miss this one, so I'm gonna place it here, miss this one, and then place it here, and then the one in the middle. All right, and that's about it. Now let's go ahead and see if it works.
Let me show you